Part 2, quote, in our society, there is a debate about faith versus science, and you see this in many places. There are a small group of scientists who would like to say science is supreme and dominate all of the other forms of belief. Stop. What? Wait a cotton picking minute. As far as what is pushed to the public, I thought this side is the majority of scientists, not just a small group. Remember the video when I said I thought it was funny so many professed atheists didn't mind going under the banner of fallen angels? From one of the, if not the leading scientist of all mankind's mouth himself. The leading scientists of the world believe in something of a religious manner, just not in little white baby Jesus. But if you don't believe me, let's continue, shall we? Listen up, please. Quote, on the other side, in the faith-based community, they feel that many of the theories scientists propose are in opposition to sacred texts. Therefore, scientists are out to denigrate their faith. I believe that both faith and science are essential for the survival of our species. Stop. Bingo. And it's his job to show the world the two go hand in hand. Just like I said before, these demons are simply reverse engineering the Bible as a blueprint of the heaven and earth on how things work from scratch. Think about it. Y'all told us things even the fallen high holy ones still don't know and can't figure out. They needed one of us to use that thing they nor their children have to try and figure out the book code. Even with a Yah-sanctioned reprobate mind, epigenetics somehow plays a role so that we still have more wisdom and understanding than the smartest white man. And that is the key ingredient needed to somewhat understand a book written for only one race of people. What? Socrates? Man, Mr. Johnson that lived on the corner said the same things with only a 6th grade education. Besides, Socrates admits having a personal demon advising him. But I know, VO, I'm colored. And this sounds good and all in individual pieces. But the big picture is not individual pieces, scribe. I got that. Okay. Remember the same anti-guy video when I said I thought the anti-guy would either invent a time machine or something that will save the earth from destruction, hence global warming, and you guys laughed me to scorn? Well, since then, I have shown you NASA has plans to move the earth. Scriptures that attest the laws of physics will be changed, and they will even break Yah's everlasting covenant with the earth. Pretty good case thus far, if I have to say so myself. But here I go. Now I want to throw this guy into the mix with no clear path to his motivation for being involved with any of my previous theories in the first place. Woe is me. Has VO finally proven me to be the knucklehead she always thought I was? Is the guy that calls me an idiot in my comment section actually right? Woe is me. Luckily, my God do not leave me stupid. For that long, that is. Let's continue for the evidence you demand. Listen up, please. Quote, there's evidence that we are upsetting the balance of the climate with global climate change and global warming. And if extreme events like droughts and hurricanes become more common, the thing that will allow us to survive will be our technology. Example. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy I was talking about in all of my videos. I just didn't know it at the time. He encompasses each and every facet I have discussed thus far, even down to the motivation for changing the Earth's physics, which can cause the havoc upon the Earth. Before I let you go, allow me to back up my earlier understanding that even though we have a reprobate mind, residual wisdom and understanding is bestowed upon so-called African Americans that white people of the most intelligent pedigree do not possess. Thus, why it is a no-brainer that so-called African Americans solve the most complicated aspects to the white man's theories. According to the Smithsonian, under why theoretical physicist Sylvester James Gates sees no conflict between science and religion, November 2016. I'm cutting to the chase. This is a question that they ask. Did an interest in math and science run in your family? This is his reply. It didn't really come from my family, but I guess you could say it was nurtured by them. Stop. What? This guy sure says things in an interesting way. I wonder who put him on the path of science and math. But let's continue. Quote, like a lot of children, when I had questions, I would go to my dad. My dad could always answer my questions, no matter what they were, no matter how far afield. When I became an adult, I reflected on that and thought how odd that was, because my dad never finished high school. He got his GED, the equivalency. Example. Thank you for looking at this video. Rake me over the coals in the comment section, please. Y'all's will. I have a bonus video for you having to endure only regularly educated guesses to share with you. Have a super duper sparkly day. Wait, Mr. Charlie, for you think you smart. Though nefarious in nature, the 3 biggest discoveries mankind has ever discovered, on this side of the flood that is, were discovered by black people. Yep, even better than Einstein, or should I say his wife, truth be told. Einstein went to Hades, disappointed that he couldn't figure out what this black man did. What? What are the 2 others? Remember the video about the time machine, where a black man, Ronald Millett, has successfully invented a time machine to send information? We can't forget about this year's movie, Hidden Figures, like America has for the last 50 years, can we? Now, though I do not subscribe to Man on the Moon, I do believe, and the scriptures attest, mankind in the heavens. Well, comes to find out, it was a team of black women who came up with the calculations to get a person into orbit. The white man even called them human computers. Go figure, huh, Mr. Charlie? Think about it logically for a minute. Even with having, and history dictates, it is true, even though having a marvelous work, and a wonder cleave upon us like skin, look at the raw creativity we provide to the world today. Do you realize how many black genius mathematicians or business moguls are in jail on drug, forgery, or fraud charges right now? Remember, there are always 2 reasons for everything the white man does. The reason they gave the public was getting a dangerous mastermind off the streets. What do you think the real reason is? But before I let you go, Mr. Charlie, meditate on this. Do you perceive how difficult, thus the raw wisdom and understanding needed, to navigate through the minefield of mockery and deceit of those who have my God's curse on them to hate us on a daily basis at that? It was just a question. I didn't mean nothing by it.